Today, we're diving into a different kind of war. It's one that's happening right now, all around us, but it's almost completely invisible. We're talking about how artificial intelligence isn't just building our future, it's also being forged into a weapon. A weapon that's arming cyber attackers and completely rewriting the rules of cybersecurity.
And really, it all boils down to this one kind of scary question. What happens when the malicious code attacking our systems isn't just a dumb script anymore? What happens when it actually starts to think, to adapt, and to learn how to hide from us all on its own?
Because that's the new reality we're in. This isn't science fiction. We are entering an age where these cyber conflicts happen way too fast for any human to follow. It's a war fought between algorithms in microseconds, and the consequences are just massive. Now, to really grasp how big of a deal this is, we first have to take a quick look back at how things used to be. Let's call it the old evasion game, a time when cyber attacks were still, a human scale problem. For decades, cybersecurity was this classic cat and mouse game. An attacker would sit down and manually write a piece of malware. The defenders, the good guys, would find it, figure out its digital fingerprint, its signature, and then push out a patch. So the attacker would have to go back to the drawing board, tweak the code by hand, and try again. It was slow, it was methodical. But now, AI has stepped onto the battlefield. And it's not just another player. It's a true force multiplier for the attackers, taking that slow, manual process and strapping a rocket to it. And listen, this isn't just about making malware faster. No way. AI enables a completely new class of threat. We're talking about malware that is dynamic, that is continuous, that is fully automated. It doesn't just hide. It actively watches how our defenses are reacting and changes its tactics on the fly. So how on earth does it do this? Well, AI-powered evasion really operates on three main fronts. You've got obfuscation, which is all about hiding what it's doing. Then there's malware mutation, which is about constantly changing its appearance. And finally, something incredibly sophisticated called adversarial noise, which is basically tricking our own defensive AIs.
So let's do it. Let's pop the hood on the attacker's AI toolkit and see exactly how these weapons create malware that can, for all intents and purposes, just disappear.
First up, obfuscation. The old way of doing this was kind of like scrambling the words in a sentence to make it hard to read. AI is way smarter. It's like a master of disguise. It strategically rewrites its own code and its network traffic so that it's specifically designed to look totally harmless to our security tools. It's not just hiding, it's active camouflage. Then AI takes it to a whole other level with what's called metamorphic malware. I want you to just picture an automated malware factory running 24/7. It can generate a completely new, unique version of itself every single time it infects a computer. The malicious part stays the same, but its appearance, that digital signature, is always different. This makes traditional antivirus tools pretty much useless. Okay, so you might be thinking, but what about our modern defenses? Don't we use our own AI to fight back? And you're absolutely right. Our security tools are trained using machine learning. They know what a safe, normal file is supposed to look and act like. And this is the most devious part. Attackers use their AI to make tiny, surgically precise changes to their malware. We call it adversarial noise. To a human, the file would look exactly the same, but those tiny little changes are just enough to completely fool the defender's AI, tricking it into classifying dangerous malware as a perfectly safe file. Just like that, the threat becomes invisible. And what's absolutely crucial here is that this all creates a self-optimizing loop. The attacker's AI can test its malware in a safe sandbox environment. It analyzes what part of its code triggers an alarm, it transforms only that specific piece, and then it tests again and again. The malware is literally learning and evolving, getting stealthier and smarter with every single cycle, all without a human lifting a finger. So when you put this all together, what does it really mean? It means we are seeing a fundamental shift in the very nature of cybersecurity. We've moved into an era of machine speed conflict. Remember that old cat and mouse game? Well, here's the full picture. The traditional way was manual, slow, with a limited number of variants. But with AI, you have automated malware factories, pumping out unlimited, unique variants that adapt in real time. The evolution is happening at machine speed. The mouse is now faster, smarter, and can literally change its shape whenever it wants. And to put a number on that speed, get this. AI models can generate thousands of unique malware samples every single hour. Thousands an hour! There is no human defense team on the planet that can possibly keep up with that kind of volume. It's just not possible. And that leads us to the most critical takeaway of all. This new capability fundamentally shatters the core process that all of cybersecurity has relied on for decades. You detect a threat, you create a signature for it, and you send out a patch. That model completely collapses when the threat you're fighting changes its signature thousands of times an hour. So what we have now is a war of machine versus machine. Attacker AIs are being built for the specific purpose of finding the blind spots in defender AIs. And that undermines the very tools that were supposed to be our strongest line of defense. It turns our best assets into our biggest liabilities. And that leaves us with a final, really important question to think about. As this cyber war accelerates past the speed of human thought, with algorithms fighting each other in the dark, what is the role of the human defender? Where do we fit in?